Have you ever felt a deep yearning for connection, for understanding? Today, let's talk about the profound message that can come from a higher power, a divine message that speaks to our hearts and souls. First, let's acknowledge that life can be overwhelming. We face challenges, doubts, and fears that sometimes feel insurmountable. But what if I told you that there's a guiding light within you? A whisper from the universe urging you to open yourself up to its wisdom. This divine message often comes in moments of stillness. It's in the quiet, where you can hear your inner voice. When you take a moment to breathe, to meditate, or simply to reflect, you invite clarity into your life. This is where transformation begins. It's essential to be receptive. Opening yourself means letting go of preconceived notions and allowing new insights to flow in. Trust that these messages are tailored for you, guidance that aligns with your true purpose. Remember, this isn't just about receiving messages. It's about acting on them. When inspiration strikes, don't hesitate. Take that leap of faith. Whether it's pursuing a passion, reaching out to someone in need, or making a change in your life, these actions can lead to profound shifts. Lastly, cultivate gratitude. Acknowledge the signs and synchronicities that appear along your journey. They're not coincidences, they're confirmations that you're on the right path. So today, I encourage you. Open yourself up to the divine message waiting for you. Embrace the journey ahead with confidence and professionalism, knowing that you are supported every step of the way. The universe is speaking. Are you ready to listen? My precious child, settle your thoughts. I ask for your full attention now, as this instant holds great importance. I have witnessed your hidden difficulties, my beloved. I saw your tears when you believed you were alone, and I heard the unspoken questions within your spirit regarding my nearness, my care, and my guidance. I am speaking to you directly at this moment. A profound urgency fills the unseen spaces, my child. A major shift is already unfolding around you, and you must truly hear, lest you miss what is being revealed. You have pondered why your path feels stalled, why answers seem far off, why you sense confinement in circumstances that once brought comfort, but now restrict you. Understand this, my beloved one. I permitted a sacred quiet, not to weigh you down, but to position you precisely where you belong. I did not step away. I came closer. I did not ignore your pain. I recognized it. I did not overlook your requests. I marked their moment. Now you must listen without diversion, without setting aside what I am about to reveal. I have kept this specific communication for this very instant, and it speaks directly to the unfolding course of your life. Do not perceive this as simply words. Grasp it as a direct expression of my deep concern. You are at the edge of something holy, something that confronts all darkness and holds immense worth in my realm. I cannot remain quiet while the opposing force tries to obscure your true purpose. I have watched sufficiently. Now I proclaim. When I proclaim, conditions shift, opportunities converge, limitations release, and your path aligns with my timeless design. My words are for you right now, my child. Not for a moment of future ease, not for when you perceive yourself as prepared, nor when others affirm your path, but for this precise point in time. What I am revealing will guide you away from what has been and into what I set in place before time began. I will not permit you to miss this opportunity through hesitation. Every moment from this point forward carries deep meaning, and even a short delay could lead to a sorrow I never purposed for you. My beloved child, I understand your desire to stay safe, to find comfort, to consider every move carefully. However, I did not form you to be led by fear when I have already given you understanding and power. The opposing force knows how to make delay seem like wisdom and hesitation appear as caution. I am not asking for thoughtless speed. I am seeking immediate trust. For what is approaching will not wait for those who cannot choose. The ways I am making known will only become clear for those who move forward, not for those who linger in doubt, have observed the cost of holding back for others who did not answer when I called. I saw them forfeit their inner peace, bypass their renewal, and persist in habits never intended to last. I will not allow that outcome for you. This is why I speak so plainly, for you have reached a moment of greater importance than you grasp. There is an outcome for delaying when I direct you to move. The weight of that decision is now changing. But if you listen to my voice now, if you go where I point, everything that has been shut, blocked, or restrained will start to give way. You will not chase after blessings. Blessings will encompass you because you acted swiftly when it mattered deeply. There is an unfolding occurring beyond what you can currently discern, my precious one. An unfolding that will not halt for your feeling of readiness. I am leading you toward what is to come. And the urgency of this period is not solely because of present circumstances, but because of what will soon manifest in your life. I am placing you at a holy intersection where your readiness will determine if you receive the full portion of what I have designated. You may imagine ample time, yet I must convey the approaching period will call for profound spiritual insight and decisive action, not something acquired in a flash. Therefore, I prompt you now, for I see the speed at which the adversary gathers specific distractions meant for you, and how conditions are being shaped to appear innocent, yet aim to obstruct your advance at a critical juncture. I cannot allow you to enter unaware into a future carefully shaped by both my purpose and by opposing influences. What I anticipate requires you to be strongly linked to me as never before. For if you are not firmly rooted now, you will be unsettled when challenges grow stronger. Certain bonds, settings, and practices require your release, not due to their inherent harm, but because they are incompatible with the path unfolding before you. The preparation I am calling into is not simply about your spirit, it is intentional. I am sharpening your insight, strengthening your resilience, and freeing you from what you once thought vital, but has now become a weight. This is the moment when you must raise your comprehension, my cherished one. Because the guidance I am about to give will not be grasped by those around you. If you are not prepared, you will overlook my subtle leading for their opinions. I am not warning you to create dread. I invite you to an elevated standing so that when the subsequent duty is presented, you are already prepared in your place. Prepare yourself. Not with worry, but with intentional surrender. For this is not just a passing word. It is a holy message for what is already present. You have learned to endure in silence, to show strength as a defense, and to carry grief with quiet resolve. But my beloved one, I never intended for you to confront any of this without relying completely on me. I see how you have managed when clarity was missing. How you taught yourself to smile even as your spirit trembled beneath the weight of unspoken worries. You have borne this burden for too long. Yet strength without release becomes confining. I did not create you to navigate this life by your own limited abilities. I never requested you to fix every issue, to push through every hardship by force, or to lessen your awareness simply to keep going. That is a falsehood from the world, not my reality. I do not praise your aloneness. I am inviting you into freedom. Give me access not only to the areas you have organized, but to the innermost chambers of your spirit where feelings are overwhelming, clarity is absent, and the sorrow is too profound to speak. You do not need to enter this next stage carrying the weights of what has been. I am not like others. I do not abandon. Your path never tires me, my child. Your questions do not weigh on me. I stay near, prompting you to surrender your weights for my calm, your anxieties for my firm truth, your stillness for my clear teaching. You may believe strength means never seeking aid, but true power lies in recognizing when to release what was never yours to manage. My beloved one, you were not designed to bear every weight by yourself. I see how this heaviness affects your inner being, your physical frame, and your very essence. I speak this with deep care and a clear call. Let it go now before it consumes you. I will bear this weight with you, walk beside you, and restore what is weakened from grasping what was never meant for your grip. I am not a distant observer while you struggle. I arrive to free, to heal, to bring order. I don't seek perfect striving. I simply seek your permission to step into your circumstances now before you are completely spent. You sense it, do not you? That change in the air, that sudden awakening deep inside you, making all things feel sharper, more keenly felt, more pressing. Your thoughts are not deceiving you. That is my presence stirring your deepest self to a fresh awareness it has not yet known. But the path I now call you to is not built on passing sentiments. It is founded on spiritual understanding. What is happening around you cannot be grasped by narrow vision or human logic. Invisible truths are active within your daily existence. And if you do not begin to perceive them, you will be surprised by events you were meant to foresee. This is why I speak with such earnestness, not from anger, not from displeasure, but because the moment has come for you to fully comprehend what I am uncovering. I need you to discern the unseen essence of this time. Certain pathways are about to seal permanently, and if you delay, you will overlook the sacred exit from situations I never meant for you to stay within. Simultaneously, I am about to reveal concealed ways. Yet these can only be perceived with inner sight, not through human schemes. The opposing force has cloaked pitfalls as opportunities, diversions as alliances, and postponements as simple wanderings. But if you draw near to me, I will refine your insight. This sharpened discernment will show you the exact timing for remaining or moving on, for speaking or holding back your words, and for engaging or maintaining your stance. But this understanding starts now, and it begins with surrender. I cannot unveil profound wisdom to a heart that still holds on to familiar habits. I must remove the cloud that has dimmed your judgment, for what I speak next will not be proclaimed loudly. It will be breathed softly. If you fail to hear the quiet word, you will miss the onward path. I am not adding to your load. I am seeking to rouse you. This season will not allow for constant pausing to wonder if it is my instruction. You must recognize my voice so completely, so distinctly, that when I direct you to act, you respond instantly. For the spiritual flow of time is accelerating. What used to take long periods now unfolds swiftly, and what was once permitted in your life cannot coexist with your true calling. I am distinguishing the authentic from the false, the core from the copy, mere motion from genuine progress. So you cease chasing what lacks enduring value. I am revealing diversions that seem sacred but hold no guidance from me. I am drawing you to greater heights, profounder understanding, closer intimacy, and I will not permit your existence to stay superficial when I have destined you for profound experiences. I am elevating your insight so you no longer assume every thought is yours. Every emotion is factual, every delay is from me. Not every hindrance comes from me. Some are meant to hold you captive, but with spiritual clarity you will discern when to stay and when to leave, when to voice and when to be silent, when to interact and when to hold your position. I will instruct you to perceive the hidden power behind every circumstance. For this is not simply daily existence. This is a spiritual struggle. This is not random occurrence. This is deliberate purpose. And the reason moments are now precious is because vital connections are about to appear. If you are not watchful, you will overlook what was intended to reshape your journey. This is a pressing call from above to be mindful, to cease wandering, to silence distractions, to re-enter your attention. Thus, shake off your slumber, separate from old habits, and pull away from all that dulls your senses. As it is imperative you do not overlook what I am unveiling to you presently. I have watched every moment not with condemnation, but with earnestness, my cherished child. I am not a distant observer, and I cannot permit this to persist. You have questioned why some pleas seem unanswered, why certain circumstances feel like unending loops, and why breakthroughs seem just beyond your grasp. I must speak now because the origin is not a pause from my realm, but a complication in your world. But I have not arrived to judge you. I have come to break the pattern. I desire to liberate you from the internal whispers that say, wait, when I have already declared act. I wish to relieve you of the weight of excessive thought that stops your advancement. I aim to clear the layers of mental confusion and emotional obscurity that divert your attention while sacred opportunities slip away unseen. I need to step in before you forfeit what was meant to be yours already. I am making all things clear today. I am not urging you to speed up. I am asking you to proceed with clear understanding. To achieve that, I must release you from what has been silencing my guidance. I must quiet the clamor that causes you to doubt what I have already affirmed. But I am here to sever the bonds of diversion. Am quieting the murmurs of uncertainty that have persuaded you that the right moment is yours to determine when it has always been mine. What I spoke concerning you was not unclear, not dependent on conditions, not for a far-off time. It was meant to manifest with your complete engagement. To truly join with me, my child, you need to see clearly. And to see clearly, you must be free. This freedom I give you won't feel simple or effortless. It comes from letting go. I have brought a special moment to your inner being today, my child. This is so you don't bring the doubts of yesterday into the good things waiting tomorrow. You haven't missed your chance, but you stand right at a vital threshold. Now is when you choose to listen to me, or you keep accepting the pause. I cannot pour my favor upon what you hold on to. My child, loosen your hold. Let your inner self be light. Make your mind clear. I am calling you ahead, my beloved child, not to show you where you fall short, but to truly liberate you. This is more than just advice. It is a profound freeing. I am not giving you extra time to prepare. I am giving you permission to step into your liberty right now. A strong sense of immediacy is around you, my cherished one. There is a precise window set apart that will not stay open always. Know this deeply. These times of special access from me are not endless. They are set with exactness. The path before you is narrowing, not to signal trouble, but to show plainly that hesitation has a price when your true purpose calls. I have prepared blessings for you that were never meant for later. They are for this very season. There are gifts, helpful encounters, tasks, and peaceful alignments that rely completely on this specific moment. If you keep waiting for things to feel easier, you will find the access point shut and the opportunity gone. This message is not to frighten you, my child. It is absolute truth. I do not work according to human comfort, nor do I hold open special entrances while you ponder with fear or cling to old habits. You have spoken your longing for change, wept for understanding, and yearned for a fresh start. Now I am responding, but my reply comes as a clear instruction that asks for quick movement. I have led people to you, given clear words, offered certain confirmations, and even permitted disruptions to guide you to this exact place. Nevertheless, you grapple with the inclination to pause. But I must say this clearly: this holding back has effects. What I am showing you requires quickness, not a hurried rush, not a sudden impulse, but a deep readiness to move. This is not the type that postpones until every particular is understood, but rather the type that moves ahead even when only the initial form is perceived. This doorway is linked to internal transformations that will not delay your complete sense of comfort. You are not meant to wait for peace to arrive before you act. Instead, you are being called to a trust that creates a quiet spirit within you as you go. I am inviting you to cross limits that are only open now before the usual rhythm of life pulls your attention in many directions. Before old ways take hold again. Before what opposes me builds a misleading path to turn you from your true journey. I am not telling you these things to cause fear.